Which Mercedes need the most help being preserved? Was it 10 years ago? 10 years ago is 2011. Maybe it was like more like 12, 13 years ago. I used to wander Central Florida wrecking yards looking for Mercedes that had another day left in them, try to buy them and try to move them on to new homes. And I was marginally successful at this, marginally being the key word, not successful. But we did get a few cars out of the wrecking yard back onto the road. And this was kind of an expensive hobby. I probably would have been a lot further ahead in life if I had, I got into debt buying parts, and I got into debt doing a lot of other things, and I just could not find enough money or time to keep up with this hobby, and it was kind of a disappointing one, to be exact, because you saw a lot of good cars go to die. But anyway, now we're pressed with another situation where, like, not only are these less expensive, less important Mercedes compromised and left out to pasture, like the 300 ST or 300E or 190E or 77 to 83 240Ds or whatever, but there are some really nice cars that are the other end of the spectrum, and we have to now I'm finding myself having to work harder to protect these cars too. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that have too much money, too many ideas, and no common sense. These are the people that will buy a 280 SL to, say, convert it to electric power, or a 300 SL, R129 to do something stupid with it, like an autocross car, or I don't know, like a 280S and decent 280S, and then put a Chevy LS engine in it and slam and bag in it. So I think that the fact that no Mercedes is safe now, except for maybe like a 1936 540K, means that we have to think differently about how our Mercedes are going to be used in the future and who they're going to go to. That's why I'm very judicious about selling cars, because selling cars to me represents a possible situation where a car could get compromised or misused. Here's a good example. I have a 300 CD with very low mileage. People have approached me about buying this car, but I asked them, what are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm going to drive it. I'm going to drive it. I'm going to drive it. I'm going to use it every day. I'm going to use it 3 or 4 days a week. No! You can go buy a 200,000 mile CD. You don't buy the perfectly preserved car. I had another guy call me and say, oh, well, I really don't care about the engine in the 190 SL that I buy. I'm going to convert it to electric power. No! Don't ruin the freaking car. Get that idea out of your head. Go buy a Mazda Miata and convert it to electric power. You'll find more kits and parts and stuff for that. Because these people, again, it boils down to the type of human being known as a car guy. Car guys are literally like swing votes in an electoral district. Sometimes you want their support, sometimes you don't. And they get enamored in cars, but they don't get excited about one type of car. And that's where the danger lies, the one type of car. Now, a Mercedes guy could be a person who actually knows nothing about cars or Mercedes, but really likes them. A car guy is somebody who might think they know something about cars, and it's enough to get them in trouble. And so that's what I find a lot of the time with these cars. I'll get them and they'll start to modify them or do stupid things to them that really don't benefit the car. Now, sometimes people modify cars in small ways that instead of bringing them all the way downhill, they just give them a little push. A good example would be a person who re-dyes his entire leather interior because of a couple blemishes on his driver's seat. Let's re-dye the whole interior because of a couple little blemishes in the driver's seat. Otherwise, original leather. Or, case of a 300 SEL 6.3 that I read about a few years ago. One little tear in the original cognac upholstery, and the guy goes to his shop, reupholster the whole car. What's wrong with you? One little tear, and you want to reupholster the whole freaking car? You know, I don't know if this guy watches my videos or not. I know somewhere out there he has a green on Cognac 6.3, not the one I have in my shop right now, in case the owner of this car is watching. This car is from another part of the country. It's from Massachusetts or something. What the heck? You know, seriously, a little tiny tear in the seat and you're going to reupholster the whole car. And that's what I'm talking about, like too much money, not enough common sense. Because sometimes the people with too much money and not enough common sense get a hold of something, they actually do more damage than the car would have gotten sitting in a barn somewhere accumulating, you know, rust in the gas tank. I have to, you know, I have to put it like this. A lot of the cars I've acquired because I didn't think they'd be appreciated. You know, I may not be the best owner for them, but I'd rather my gas tanks get stale fuel and my tires go flat than some idiot reupholster them or try to repaint them in a non-original color or put electronic ignition in them or something stupid because they think the car's more usable. Anyway, sorry for the opinion videos. You know, I know some of you can't stand these because it makes you uncomfortable. You know, it's just the truth. You know, don't do stupid crap. Preserve original cars, no matter how much they are. Just because you can afford the car doesn't give you license to screw it up. Just saying, that's why my daughter is going to end up inheriting like 10 Mercedes, because you guys can't be trusted with them, you know. Half of the people that are watching my channel, I guarantee somebody needs to educate you more about preserving an original car. Which half, can't say. Anyway, you know, if you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I expect to see a lot of thumbs down, so if you're going to leave a thumb down, you should leave a nice negative comment as well. And this is for you, all you slam baggers out there with LS engines and your W108s. This is for you losers. I'm sorry. You got to keep it clean and friendly because, you know, I don't want YouTube policing me or whatever. But you understand what gesture I was going to give you. Anyway, you know, and in the meantime, if you do have a classic Mercedes that you're working to preserve, God bless you, because you're doing all my work for me. Heck, it's hard, too. Let me tell you, let me tell you. Anyway, see you guys in the future, and enjoy preserving your classic Mercedes. I'm going to go preserve mine.